Every process in the body requires the use of proteins. Proteins are needed every second in every cell. For this reason, there should be non-stop protein production in the body, and this production starts in the DNA. DNA has all the knowledge necessary to produce all the proteins that may be needed in the body.
In the world of organisms, the information is stored in the DNA. DNA is short for deoxyribonucleic acid, the shape of which we were finally able to observe in 1950. DNA is a flawless databank located in the nucleus and has the blueprint for each of the reactions necessary for life.
Yeah, the amount of information found in DNA is extremely vast. It's much greater than even the most expansive volumes of an encyclopedia. It's just mind-boggling to think about the information content in DNA. And what's even more remarkable to me is the way in which the cell's machinery manipulates that DNA. DNA information is digital in nature, and in fact the cell manipulates that DNA in the same way in the same way that a computer system manipulates digital information. And that similarity, to me, points to the work of the mind.
It is as if DNA knows everything in advance. In truth, what we see in the form of DNA codes is part of God's knowledge. Now let's see what DNA and proteins mean.
One of the things that I think is really interesting is when you think about the way in which proteins are produced in the cell, it literally is like a factory operation where you have the making instructions housed in the DNA, and those instructions are copied and they're carried to the actual assembly line, which is the ribosome, and those instructions are used to build proteins bit by bit. But in addition to that, there's actually quality control systems that are checking that process from beginning to end to make sure that no mistakes happen. And if they do happen, to either eliminate the defective product or to correct it so that it can be still used for the cell's purposes. And that similarity between a manufacturing operation and the way in which the cell assembles proteins, to me, suggests that there is a mind that is undergirding life itself.
The entire information of life is encoded in the DNA, and the nano-sized machines produced according to the information in the DNA are called the proteins. The production, that is the protein synthesis, involves very sensitive and complex steps. In fact, it is similar to the production process in a factory.